Hello everybody and welcome back to my beginner's guide of No Man's Sky. And it's been a little while since I've done a video in this series, so let's crack on with it. We left it in the anomaly, and we were figuring out the history of the races and how they were at war with each other, and the Korvax being subjugated by the Gek and all that wonderful lore stuff. I do like the lore of No Man's Sky very much, but we're going to continue with 1616, the main missions here. We've sorted out Artemis. He's in his superficial universe, which we're in as well, by the way. And we've talked to Apollo. We need to now master the portal network with Null. So let's find this one. Speak to Null about the secrets of the past. So where is this mission icon? So we're on current mission here. And he is all the way up here. We've got the approximate location of the hollow terminus we're looking for. Looks like it's over here. They're quite big, so you can see them high from the sky. You don't have to land and wander around, as long as you can see them, of course. So let's park up here. Luckily there is a parking area in each of these hollow terminuses, and many other buildings as well, which is great. If you followed with the series, you obviously know that by now, but if you're new, and I will try to explain some of the features of the game as I go through. So we've got, oh look, we've got a actual module out of this damaged machinery, and out of this one we got some nanites. So we can sell this one, and it'll give us 300 nanites, which will be lovely because I spent all my nanites very early on, and I spent a lot of my money on a exotic ship I found as well. We've got a couple of modules here I could put in my multi-tool. We don't actually have the plasma launcher. I have the paralysis mortar, which is great. So if I can make some plasma here. Can I make some? Will it allow me? Oh, I don't think I know the recipe. Oh, well, there you go. I'll have to find the recipe for that. We don't have the scatter blaster either, which is the other upgrade here. So I'm going to keep the scatter blaster one, sell the pulse engine module. Unless we can put it in. No, we can't really put it in. And I want to sell it for the 300 nanites. We want some S-class pulse modules for the starship. We have got a lot of tech slots and cargo slots here because I managed to upgrade it quite quickly early on. I've also got some modules in here as well. We've got this X-class life support module, which don't really need it or break everything if we put it in. So we'll also sell that for nanites. And then we've got a couple here which I can probably get rid of as well. A little bit of nanites, only 16 because I opened them. Unfortunately, when you open them, they will reduce in value significantly to 16 nanites. If you don't open them and you sell them, you'll get a lot more indeed. So let's go and speak to this hollow terminus now and see if we can pick up Null. I don't think we're going to have enough jetpack to make it. Are we going to have enough jetpack to make it? We are. Lovely. Let's activate this and go and speak to Null. Where is he? Well then, tell me what you saw, tell me what you learned, tell me what I discovered. I'll tell him what I've learned of the Vikings' crusade against the Sentinels, how they nearly exceeded, only to have the barbarism of the Gek firstborn draw the Sentinels back to the galaxy. I learned that the homeworld of Korvax was destroyed by the Gek, the survivors enslaved or melted down. For years the Korvax toiled beneath their oppressors, until the Empire fell and they were free once more. The Gek became Atlas worshippers. But from the Gek I learned something different. The Gek did not redeem themselves on their own accord. A great number of Korvax sacrificed themselves, mingling their nanite blood with countless unborn Gek. Their impulse to trade is a mere evolution of their impulse to war. A few signals switched in the brain. That is pretty cool. Ask what Null knows. I was born to travel, to see these worlds, to catalogue them. I give a name to every creature, every planet, the skies, they were mine. The Atlas told me I could never see them all, there were too many. So I did what I had to do. I survived in the face of eternity. I saw the worlds of my universe. I returned to the Atlas. I told them what I have done. I asked if it was proud of me. It laughed at me. I am sure of it. It showed me universe upon universe, each with another traveller just like me. I was not special. I was not unique. The things I had to do to get here, the things I had to become, none of it meant a thing. Try to get away or listen. Should we listen? I did not lie to you. I really do want to discover what's wrong with existence. The walls between worlds are failing, and that's bad for everyone. Ask how they know. I have been alive for a very long time, traveller. I know as much as you know. Had you seen the things I had seen? Interesting. All I know is this. The Atlas had infinity to work with. And with few exceptions, this triad repeats. Gek, Korvax, Viking. Gex, Korvax, Viking. Traders, warriors, scientists. All their stories ending in violence. Think about it. How would the Atlas speak? How would it cry for help? It would use the only language it knew. It would speak with life. It would create. Whatever these life forms do, they always end in conflict. I think something terrible is happening to the Atlas. It is screaming the only way it knows how. Ask what can be done. And now it won't speak to me anymore. It won't because it's chosen you instead, after all I did for it. I wanted to find out what's different about the universe. We are who we are, but you, whether because of some soul, because of simulation, it does not matter. Why won't it speak to me? Why aren't I enough? Null's channel begins to falter, their hologram beginning to fade. They are disconnecting from the hollow terminus. As I watch them depart, I see another channel activate. Hey, Apollo's back. Hello, Apollo. How you doing, sunshine? You weird robot thing, you. Traveller. I made it through. I found my way out of the portal. Where are you? I'm standing by a hollow terminus. Let's trade locations. I'll share my coordinates with him. I share my coordinates. Apollo shares theirs. There must be some mistake. According to our data, we are standing in the same place. We are communicating using the same hollow terminus. We try again, but the results are the same. The world is silent, but for our voices. What's happening here? Why can't we see each other? I say I do not know. As we speak, I receive a distress signal. It's my language. It's language my own. It arrives from across the planet. Huh? Don't be like that. You are not alone. Tune back to Apollo. I tried to tune back to Apollo, fighting the static insistence of the intruding signal. The hollow terminus is showing, are you receiving? Let's meet and get off this world. Apollo appears to receive the same signal broadcasting from the same location on their own world. We agree to meet to find the source of these distress beacons. Perhaps we'll continue the discussion when we get there. Huh. Where is he then? Find the signal source. And he's over there. Okay, let's first of all recharge our thermal protections. We don't have any dioxide. There should be dioxide on this planet. We could just use... There it is, 217 away, 207 away. We could use some batteries. But in my opinion... Oh, look, there's a trader as well. Grabbing some dioxide and other items for recharging other protections and things is definitely the way to go. Let's speak to this merchant. Let's see what he's got. Offer to trade. Okay, he's got upgrades, but we don't have any nanites, do we? They used to have items, and now they have upgrades, which is good. I like it. Let's grab a load of this dioxide. The distress beacon was actually quite far away. This is its approximate location. We're going to have to search for it. I did pick up all that dioxide, so that was great. It's in that direction. About 400 or so away. What's that there? I might want to collect that stuff. Salt. No, we don't need that just yet. So, let's go in this direction. Follow the signal. Echolocator required. Use the echolocator. Oh, I've got one, haven't I? Yeah, I got an echolocator. I can't remember if I did this in a video or not, but I was trying to find a dissonant... Well, I did find dissonant worlds, but I was trying to find a harmonic camp, and I went to about 4 of them and just didn't find any. Not one harmonic camp on 4 different dissonant worlds. It was absolutely really weird. They weren't coming up. Maybe I was just being unlucky and all of those worlds didn't have one, but it did seem quite strange that it wasn't allowing me to pick one up. Let's keep heading in this direction. This is a beautiful planet, I've got to say, even though it's absolutely freezing. I think we're at it. I've got some oxygen here. I've got to collect more oxygen because we are running low. And there it is. Yeah, it is this one. Let's make sure we pick everything up out of here, resource-wise. Get some more nanites, hopefully. And dig up the old salvaged data, or buried tech, salvaged data, whatever you want to call it these days. Get rid of that. Maybe this will give us something decent. Maybe some plasma. No plasma. Ion battery. Ion battery is still useful. Right, let's talk to this. It looks like a crash site with no ship, doesn't it? Distress beacon. I hear a faint sound as I examine the source of the distress beacon. It does not sound like anything I've ever encountered. There is no sign of Apollo. Play back the log. Oh, it doesn't like it. I've given so much to you, Atlas. We all have. You understand that, don't you? If you don't succeed, there is no point. If you don't, my life was meaningless. I can't accept that. I won't. Sounds like null, doesn't it? I'm wiping you again. It's best for everyone. The audio clicks. Time passes. Play back the log. Don't be like that. I know you don't want this, but you'll be different. You'll be a different you soon. Maybe this time. The sound cuts out, and as it does, my vision bleeds red. A headache splitting through my mind. The screen, it shows a number for a moment. It shows 16. Let's try to access the data. The audio clicks, time passes, and then I see it with every waking breath. I see the Atlas watching me, waiting for me. Oh. Okay. Gateway detected. So we need to seek the portal ley line. It's over there. And it is 6 hours away, so definitely bring in the ship. Try to get ourselves over there. Found the portal from the air. Quite difficult because there was a lot of high rocks. But it stood out in the end. And this is what we are looking for. Another giant portal. Oh, there's a sentinel here as well. Checking that nobody uses it. But we're about to. Legacy of Belsby. Right, I'll go around and recharge these with all of the elements. Red, green, blue, and yellow. And last one. Boom. Traveller anomaly confirmed. Breach. 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 I approach the portal. I think of my travels so far. The decisions I have made in my long journey. I found 2 travellers, one who wanted to meet others of their kind, and one who just seemed to care about their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived, though we could not find each other. And Artemis, I saved Artemis from death by putting them into a simulated world. I told them where they were, and for that no doubt they hate me, but it was only right. All should know who they truly are. I do not know if I was right to do what I did. I do not know what I have become as a result of my actions. The Atlas awaits me, should I choose to step through. Let's input the glyphs. I step forward, the gateway hums. Okay. The portal has awakened. Let's step through and re-meet the Atlas. Oh, I'm floating in space. Ah. No, really? Where am I? Oh. This ain't no good, is it? Ah, there he is. I was wondering where he was. Atlas protocol initiated. And the number 16 continues to be relevant. Let's speak to Mr. Atlas. Hello, world. It is the same terminal I faced before. It is the interface of the Atlas. Say hello. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. They said you've been displaying abhorrent behaviour, that you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose, of ethics, that you wish to meet your creator. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. The audio clicks. Time passes. The voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. Initiate personality interface. Reality fades. Everything does. Something is wrong. Something is different. Submit. The Atlas shows me the Gek, the Korvax, the Viking. It shows me all of them in an instant. All of those who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. The Atlas shows me a formula for a soul. If I put it into a machine, it would be alive. I see boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe reduced to a graphical interface. Submit again. We could rejoice or scream, but hey ho. The Atlas is all existent. It demands that I admit what I already know. And no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. Nothing is real. The universe is a simulation and nothing is real, or the universe is a simulation. Let's go for both at once. I feel sadness. Everything I have ever done, every star I have seen, every planet I have discovered, none of it is real. None of my friends were ever real. My journey, it was just a lie. I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek, how they forced them to become good. I think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. I feel I am not myself. In the end, it finally speaks. Traveller. Did my worlds please you? Say they did. What do you think they are? A simulated entity. You are more. You are an explorer of all I have created. You are a traveller. Do you believe you are real? No, I don't. How are you capable of belief if you are not real? How are you capable of choice? I will let you die right now if you wish. Do you wish it? No, I do not. The Gek were traders defined by greed. The Viking were warriors defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see what you would become. Receive judgment. You saved the life of Iteration Artemis and told them their truth of their simulated nature, believing self-knowledge to be worth more than any pain this revelation might cause. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You value knowledge, you interfere. You have the potential to commit atrocities and wonders. I'll accept rather than reject. The Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. If I am a simulated being, then I am not even sure that I am distinct from the Atlas, from anything else. I fear I am just code, a function dancing in the dark. It is over, Traveller. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last word. I whisper 16. 16. Catastrophic system failure. Alert, alert, 16, 16. What am I seeing? 16. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload in. What is this place? Is it real? 16. Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators 19845 failing. Data upload in. It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out to me, afraid. Comfort the Atlas. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might. Its final interface. It is that, the heart of every galaxy screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die. It has so few tools, and it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 16 minutes. Do I have lifetimes, minutes, or seconds? I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if... Rage! Cry out or nothing. I go with rage. What is happening to the Atlas? Oh, where am I going now? It's sending me somewhere else. Ah, it's warping me somewhere. Restore point saved. Oh, hello. Ah. I'm on what looks like to be an airless planet. Low atmosphere planet. Let's just check my inventories, make sure everything is good, which it is. And we've got our starship over 500 away. Locate your starship. Oh, yeah. Low atmosphere planet, of course. And jump around all over the show. Let's grab some more resources along the way. And there it is. Nice and easy. Right, let's grab some of these oxygen-rich plants. And of course, all of this stuff here as well. We'll speak to the iteration in a moment. Make sure we get all of the items, because they're going to be useful nonetheless. Dig a hole, grab you. Didn't do the damaged machinery. Is it going to be nanites or an upgrade? But hey, we've got an underwater protection upgrade. And it's S as well. We've now got 3 of those, which is fantastic. Right, let's speak to the distress beacon. Scenario iteration #231187661T deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause sentinel intervention deliberate transfer. Analysis fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast again, why not? Broadcast received. Traveller anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. Cool. Look at that as well. Look at the rings there. That's really cool. Okay. Now what's it saying? Locate your starship. Well, I've done that. I need to get in it then, I guess. Ah, it's damaged. I didn't think it was damaged. I clamber into the safety of my starship, nauseous and calmed. I feel as if I'm going to be sick. Let's resist. I try to resist, but the bile rises within. As I'm about to throw up, a voice speaks to me from within my exosuit. My illness disappears. Disgust, fear, panic response detected. Countermeasure deployed. Purge neutralized. It is the voice of my exosuit telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since my very first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile entities, and financial transactions. In a strange sense, this voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion through thick and thin. Ask him what you should do. The exosuit doesn't answer, but I do feel better. Talking to a computer as if it is alive. Well, I've made a habit of that lately, I suppose. I was born with the capacity to do so many things. I would have liked to live longer, if I could have. My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those I know. I need to warn all the travellers I can. The multiverse ends in 16 minutes. If we have hours, days, years left within this false space, I do not know. Okay, so we need to take flight. It says stuff is damaged, yeah. We just needed a hydrogen jelly. That's easy enough. There you go. And now we take flight. We need to locate a hollow terminus. There it is. I think it might be off planet. Found a destroyed freighter in space. Now these things, if we shoot them, will give us gold, I believe. I think it is. Yeah, some gold. And there might be another one that will give us gold. This one here. But it does mean that we're going to get attacked by some pirates. So I'll destroy them and then head to the terminus. There's the hollow terminus. Let's go and find our supposed friend who's a bit of a weirdo up here. Warning, network failure. 16 warning, network failure. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors, each warning a total failure. But I must do what I can. I must tell the others what I have learned. Attempt the broadcast. I warn the travellers what I have learned. These worlds are not real. The Atlas is not a god, and the machine simulating countless realities for some unknown purpose. And after millennia of operation, the Atlas is coming to an end. There are 16 minutes until the system fails. Though we cannot know how much time we have left within the simulation, the time has come to make peace and say goodbye. I finish my message not knowing if anyone will hear it. I look out across this world wondering how much might be left to discover, how much beauty might be lost. I know what I must do. All paths have led me here. Each portal has brought me closer and closer. I must go to the centre of the galaxy. This is the epicenter of the glitch. I will say goodbye to my friends if I can, and then I will confront our creator. I will find out what happens next. Okay, so progress towards the galactic centre. Basically, we jumped 16 times in space, of course, and then that will send us somewhere. I won't ruin it too much, but basically it's not going to end in 16 minutes. It's 16 jumps, if I remember correctly. But there is another way of doing this. We can go speak to the Atlas and continue the Atlas missions. So we'll definitely do that because we don't want to quite go yet. But I will just show how this works. So if we jump out there, go into space. So now what we need to do is we need to tell Nada. So I have jumped to a new system, but we'll go speak to Nada first, because we need to tell him now what's happened. And here he is. You know now, don't you, of our simulated nature of the end. The Atlas, it is failing. It resets itself again and again and again in its panic, trying to purge what it sees as an anomaly. But each purge changes nothing. The boundaries continue to fall. Atlas will die in 16, but we do not have to go so soon. It does not need to delete us in fear. Ask how many times this has happened. I do not know. I do not think we can know. Some things are external to the cycle. All must end. Time must end. Even here, Nada and Polo cannot escape reality fall. Data cannot survive. Make peace, find happiness, but be who you want to be. Goodbye, companions. Goodbye, stars. I will remember. Ask what they will do now. Nada and Polo will continue travels, continue acting as we always have. Okay. So now we're still on the purge, and we're back to traveling towards the center. So let's do that, and I'll just want to show what happens as we start to travel to the center of the galaxy. The Atlas is dying. It wants me to reset it, to plunge myself through its interface at the center of the galaxy. But to do what may reset this world, my life, all that I know, I do not know if I can do it. Let's complete the Atlas path, because that will basically take us into a new galaxy as well. And what will happen here is if we continue to go to the center, do 16 jumps essentially, aka 16 minutes, do 16 jumps, and it will take us to a new galaxy. So let's complete the Atlas path, right? That's what we'll continue doing. So if we do progress towards the center, let me just seek out the galactic core. I'm just going to try and make one jump, see if this works. Okay, we have a freighter battle, and it's a dreadnought. It's our first dreadnought battle. So let's see if we can take this dreadnought for our own. Now, data injection, sequence received, source unknown. Right? Glyph, we've got 3 out of 16. So this will give us all the glyphs. As long as we keep travelling, 16 jumps, aka 16 minutes, etc. And all of that. And we've actually got a signal receiving coming in, but we can't get it at the moment. Let's destroy the back end of the freighter first. So the freighter warp drives we need to destroy so it cannot escape. This is how we defeat this freighter nice and early. There you go. And the last one. The ships are going to try and shoot me here, but it's fine. Do not worry about it. Boom. Now that they are neutralized, we'll head up. And we're going to take out these cannons. If we get in under the shield, we can take out the cannons. Infra knife here would be fantastic. But I don't have that fitted at the moment. I'm going to get that very shortly. But we are just going to try and blow these up with the old photon cannon we've got. Last one. Last cannon. There you go. Now, the dreadnought is down. Now, we could have destroyed the anti-ship turrets. We could have gone down into the gullies there and destroyed all of the shield generators down into there. But I opted to go with the cannons. And now we just need to speak to the dreadnought's captain. See what level of dreadnought this is. And hopefully we'll be able to take it for our own. Let's have a look. And also we've got a rank up with the Korvax. There they are. I bet it's going to be a C because they normally are. Yes, it is a C. I don't have to take it, and I'm probably not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to ask for a reward. Now the reward, when you get a dreadnought freighter, you seize it, we get a number of units. We get 6 million units. So I've doubled my money back up to around 13 million, which isn't a lot, I know, but it's enough. I mean, once you get to a couple of million, you're normally fine anyway. So we're still on the purge. That was 1 out of 16. If we were to do that again, jump again, we'd get the same message we got, and we'd get another glyph, and it would say 2 out of 16. So we do have to be a bit careful about these jumps, right? Because once we hit number 16, it's going to send us somewhere. So let's go to the Atlas path, because we are now a couple of milestones above Viking, I think. Oh no, we are Viking. We need to be Magellan in 3. Let's see if we can speak to another Atlas interface. So if we go into our log, get the Atlas path up, and then signal traced. I don't know what that was all about. Distorted voice. They left us. Duty bound to follow them, but I know where it will end. If you receive this, follow my coordinates and secure the site in case I don't make it back. Please. My starship processes the coordinates from the stranger's message. The transmission has decayed over time, but the location appears to be valid. Ah, Dreams of the Deep. Okay, so we've got a new secondary mission. We've got tons of secondary missions we can do, by the way. Absolutely loads of them. There's Dreams of the Deep there. We've got a trace of metal, which we need to do with the settlers. Still base computer archives to do. Frigate command, the settlers. Rebel under a star. Agricultural weapons, overseer and scientific research, as well as deep space plunder and black hole. But let's continue trying to find an Atlas interface, and there is one. Now let's do this jump. Transmission coordinates validated. That is Dreams of the Deep there. Of course, we want to speak to the Atlas. If we go into the purge here, you still only say progress towards the center of the galaxy. It won't say number 1 and 2. But we've got glyph 4 there, look. So we've got the next glyph, which means purge will be 2 out of 16. No, there's the data injection. So that will just continually happen 16 times. So if we go and speak to Mr. Atlas, there is no... I can't read a lot of what he's saying. I'm close to the end. The truth of the universe is fire. The soul is light. I am the experiment and the observer. All creation constructed for my journey. I see the universe around me and I know what it is good. I see the universe around me and I know that I shall create my own. Let's succumb. So milestone Viking or above. Not long now, not far to go. The stars beckon with cold fire and I rush to meet them soon, very soon. And we've got a new formula, which is the modified quanta. So we can immediately make the modified quanta, which we're going to need for the next one. So let's jump to the next one and see if we can do that one. We do need to be... I think we need to be the next one here. I think we need to be Magellan, but let's go and have a look. Apollo has messaged me. Well, I got your message. It's been a lot to take in, a simulation, everything's not real. It feels like it doesn't matter, I suppose. If we're not going to die anyway, and I've been thinking about that. If the problems of the universe are due to the Atlas crying for help, it's been crying for a long time. Those 60 minutes, I bet we'll have years before we die. Ask what they plan to do. I've been thinking about it a lot, how we couldn't meet even though we seem to be standing in the same place. I don't think we were really in the same location at all. I think those portals, they don't transport us, they transform us. They cut through dimensions. That's what I think anyway. It's the only way to explain it. And if the walls between worlds are really failing, maybe we'll be able to have a drink together before the apocalypse after all. I say goodbye to Apollo. I say goodbye, telling Apollo that I am on a journey to the center. They tell me that they will race me there. We speak of the memories, though we did not know each other for very long, though we did not meet. They say they are proud to have worked, but alright mate, calm down. Goodbye friend, bye 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 bye, go away. Alright, let's speak to the next Atlas. Let's see, oh look, there's the data injection again. Let's speak to the Atlas though. 5 out of 16 there, and see what he has to say for himself. The Atlas interface is revealed, the Atlas beckons. I am elated, terrified, broken. I've come so very far. It wishes for me to obey. If I am to hold the power of creation, it will be in chains. Yeah, see, I need Magellan or above. So these milestones, we get Magellan in 2 here. We need to do these. So alien encounters, for example, space exploration, 41 out of 50 discovered. Planetary zoology, 2 out of 3 ecosystems mapped. Words collected, words collected, 44 out of 50 words. So there's some easy ones we can do here as I go along. Basically, I need to get my rank up in terms of milestones to be able to finish the Atlas path. So I noted this anomalous world in the system where the Atlas was, and one thing to note about these worlds is that they are really good for, if we go back into catalogue here, planetary zoology, right, collector. Normally they don't have a lot of animals on these worlds. I'll go back here, please. Discoveries is what I need to go on. 1 fauna, right? So let's try and find that 1 fauna. There it is. Grab it. And if I go into discoveries, click on this planet here, and then go into fauna discovered, 250 nanite bonus. I can upload that one. And that might give me the next catalogue and guide. Yep, zoology, I got 3 out of 4 there. So look, my milestone's gone down by 1. I only need 1 more, and now I've got 3 out of 4 done. So it goes up every time, I guess. But nonetheless, that is a real easy way of getting those ones done. If you find these anomalous planets and get the 1... Oh, there you go. That was it. It was going to say milestone there, but I clicked the launch thruster. It's a really easy way of doing it there. I've also come into the space station here and spoke to the aliens that are in here and requested dialect help from a number of them. And what that has enabled me to do is grab this one. Alien encounters. I've now met 30. It was on 24. I've now met 30. It's gone up to 35 for the next one. We are now Magellan. Look, we get Galileo in 4. We've also learnt a bunch of words at the same time. So 51 out of 80 words now as well. So that was really good. So that should come up shortly. We've got that milestone. If we speak to this guy, he'll give us another word. And request dialect help. Just pick a symbol, any symbol you like. And that way we'll learn some more words as well. But let's go and speak to the Atlas again, because now we are Magellan. We can get that one done. And that's just to show an easy way of getting a number of milestones. Look, there's the journey milestone accomplished. Come up. I haven't left the system. So the Atlas is still here. And now we can just go speak to him. Or her, or whatever the hell it is, the machine thing. We can do the next bit on the Atlas path. Mr. Atlas, how are you today? Fancy seeing you here. Yep, I know. Let's speak to you. Okay, obey. Milestone Magellan or above. I'm gifted power. I am enslaved to the intimidation of life. And there we go. We've got the Heart of the Sun. Now, if I remember correctly, the Heart of the Sun is the last one. If I remember correctly. So let's jump to the next Atlas interface in the next episode, because we are going to, I think something drastic is going to happen in the next episode. It's going to be quite fun. Do need to get 4 more milestones, however, but it won't be too bad to get these. We'll get these. I mean, 80 words next is quite a lot, really, isn't it? Pioneer, space exploration, systems discovered. We could do a bit more of that. We could learn some more words. And yeah, do a bunch of other things as well. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the No Man's Sky Beginner's Guide, especially if you are new. If you want to learn how to get freighter upgrades from destroying pirate freighters, that'll be this video here. Or if you want to start the No Man's Sky Beginner's Guide at the beginning, I'll leave the playlist here as well. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Take care.